What's up everybody and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to talk about a sleeper free agent that the Blue Jays, they should be pouncing on. There's no reason not to, and this could absolutely change the future of the Toronto Blue Jays. Before we get into it guys, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Blue Jays Today. Now I know there hasn't been a lot of transactions so far this free agency. It's literally just Aaron Nola going back to the Phillies, Eugenio Suarez getting traded to the Diamondbacks like the Diamondbacks do, making great trades.
Cut the show.
It's because the entire free agent market is being held up by this guy. Because once Shohei Ohtani's price is determined, that's where every other agent with their superstar player is going to go, okay, how much is my guy worth compared to Shohei Ohtani? This is the price that we're going to expect. But there's one player out there that didn't expect to hit the free agency market this offseason, and he has a little bit of a different situation than most players in the free agent market. And this player doesn't require Shohei Ohtani to go first before his price is set. And that player is Brandon Woodruff. Now, if you're familiar with Brandon Woodruff, you know that he is one of the best pitchers in baseball. In just the last 3 seasons, Brandon Woodruff has pitched for a 2.70 ERA, a whip under 1, and a FIP of 3.11. Yeah, this guy is an absolute stud. And what's surprising is, as good as he was non-tendered by the Brewers this offseason. The Milwaukee Brewers are known for being a small market team that really can't afford to pay for a lot of their players, especially when their superstar pitchers coming up on their last arbitration years. But to add even more problems to the whole Brandon Woodruff and Milwaukee Brewers situation, Woodruff was expected to miss most of the 2024 season, if not all of it, due to a shoulder surgery he got in October. So the Milwaukee Brewers were expected to pay roughly between $10 and $12 million for 2024 for a guy that they're gonna literally not even play for most of the season, if not any. And so Brandon Woodruff was non-tendered by the Brewers, making him a free agent to the rest of the MLB. But why would the Blue Jays consider signing a dude that's not even gonna play for most of 2024, if any? Well, it's very simple. Brandon Woodruff is a quality arm that when healthy would normally cost your team $25 million average annual value, if not more than that. And if you have an opportunity to get an arm like that, even just for 1 or 2 years of really cheap, you pounce on it. Here's what I think the Toronto Blue Jays should do with the whole Brandon Woodruff signing. Time for a quick shout out to Betway. Betway is the best place to make all of your sports bets on all of your favorite teams. Betway is also in collaboration with iGaming Ontario. Must be 19 years older to participate. And guys, please bet responsibly. Now, back to the content. Do exactly what you did with Chad Green. If he's not going to pitch for most of 2024, if any of it, you got to sign him to a 5 to 10 mil in 2024 and build in an option just like you did with Chad Green that the club can pick up for 2025 or maybe even 2026 between what was expected to be his arbitration value of somewhere between 10 and 15 million dollars. And the reason why this makes a lot of sense for the Blue Jays rotation right now is 2 things. One, you got to look at the history of the Toronto Blue Jays rotation. In the last couple seasons, their starting pitching depth has been put to the test. Last year, you were running with a 4-man rotation in the middle of the season, and it wasn't until Hyun-Jin Ryu came up after his Tommy John surgery where the Blue Jays finally found themselves with a 5-man rotation yet again, but even then, you were still kind of stretched thin. So if Brandon Woodruff did want to make a late season surge for the Blue Jays in 2024, great. That adds to the pitching rotation that needs a lot of depth right now. And then in 2025, if you pick up that option, like I said, well, that's perfect because you have Yusei Kikuchi coming off the books for that year, and he would be an easy replacement in that 4th spot in your rotation. And if he struggles in 2025, no problem. You're really not expected to pay him a whole lot, and he's not expected to stay here much longer. And I know some of you are saying, well, 10 to 15 million, that's a lot of money. For the Brewers, yes, but you gotta think in big brain market mentality. The Blue Jays have a lot of money. 10 to 15 million on a guy who could be a potential leader of the rotation, that's pretty cheap. So Blue Jays, this is a no-brainer. Sign Brandon Woodruff to a 1-year deal with some options and get it done before anybody else does. But you guys let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about potentially signing an injured Brandon Woodruff? Does he have the potential to be the leader of the Blue Jays rotation? And please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, guys, go Jays go.